Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Trev back again here for my first figure video review for my new channel, and this one's going to be of the Marvel Select Gambit. So what an amazing figure this guy is. Now, I don't review every single figure, as you guys know. I unfortunately don't have time for it, but this one was one that I just I felt like I had to review because there are some reviews out there of him, so I won't make this too long, but I'll put in my 2 cents for sure. This figure is gorgeous. This figure is amazing. There is a variant out of it with the long hair, but I'm particular with this version. I like the old Jim Lee style 90s X-Men the animated series style hair. I really like that one. That hairstyle much better. So let's take a look at him first in the packaging. So here he is there in the packaging, and just amazing packaging. I love the color they used. I said in one of my other videos, my one complaint about some of the figures is that, with Marvel Select, is that the color of the packaging, is a lot of times is red, and they don't change it a lot. But as you can see with this one, they changed it quite a bit. It's got a gorgeous pink color that matches his, card kinetic energy charge colors there. And of course, the artwork on the side is gorgeous. And then I'll just flip her here for the back so you can see the variant. So there's the variant there at the bottom right of the picture, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm a fan of this one. I think this one is a better looking Gambit. I like the style of the hair. So there's the cards. So really nice cards. Got the aces down here and just tons of stuff that comes with this guy. Let's go over all the stuff that comes with him first before I get into the figure. So I'll move him aside for now. Comes with a base. It's the same base as the Cyclops. And there is a trick to putting the base together, and I'll tell you guys now. If you guys don't know, some people get confused by the base and how to put it together. I'll take it apart here one sec. So the proper way to put it together is with the ends. Okay, you see how it's got these grooves right here. The proper way to put it together is to lie it flat, okay, like this, right? Lie it flat together so that the ends are kind of in like that, like this. And then all you do is you just fold it out when it's lying together. They really should have included instructions with this on how to put it together, because if you try to force it in together without folding it parallel first or folding it together, it really becomes a pain when you try to get it in the base. And I've seen some other reviewers, not to mention any names, who have reviewed this, who have been like, I can't get this damn base together. That's the trick on how you get it together. And it's the same for the Cyclops figure. This is the Cyclops figure here to kind of build the Danger Room. I have seen a couple guys who have used a whole bunch of these and gotten a bunch of these different bases and built a pretty nice Danger Room. The only thing is that if you really want to have a good Danger Room with Sentinels and stuff, it's a little short, so you need to get a couple in. You need to stack them up, and it ends up becoming very costly, seeing as how each base, you need quite a few, and each one is pretty expensive. So yeah, pretty much. So cost effective. It's not really cost effective if you want to do that. Comes with some amazing cards. He comes with a few aces here on this one. So this is kind of like one where he's, as you can see in the pose, I have him here, where he's throwing it outwards like that. As you can see, I'll just move the camera here for a second. He's kind of like, throwing a few of them at once, so it kind of comes out as like a stream of them. And he's got it looks really nice. I'll compare it to the Marvel Legends. So this is the Marvel Legends cards, and you can see, as far as the color goes and everything, detail and all that, in my opinion, the Marvel Select has way better cards. And the Marvel Select also comes with two of these. So it comes with two of these ones, and it comes with just a few aces in his, that he can put in his hand to just store there. And he also comes with a set of interchangeable hands that can hold particular cards better. So he comes with extra hands and all that stuff. So he just comes with a ton of stuff. And he does come with a staff too, which is some people saying it's a little short, and I have to agree, because like when I was in, I don't know if you guys know if I've ever told you this, but I used to practice karate for a long time, for about 4 years, black belt, and your staff is actually supposed to it's supposed to be longer, it's supposed to be taller than you. So his staff is actually, it is too short. It should be at least probably up to here. Although it's that's not a huge deal. I mean, you know, whatever. It's really nice though, and it doesn't feel like it's going to bend. The Marvel Legends staff, a lot of times, it after time it would start to loop down, it would start to bend, and that's, you know, it's all right, but you know, this one is nicer. It's just it's better. The accessories are all better for Gambit. This Gambit. Before I do you know, get into his articulation and that kind of stuff, I'll do a quick size comparison. So I'll move him back and just get him on looking here in his base here. Let's get the Marvel Legends Gambit out. So the Marvel Legends Gambit, you know, is a great figure too. Very, very nice figure. You know, for a long time he was, you know, one of my favorite X-Men characters and characters overall, and the Marvel Legends one is very good. It's got a little bit better articulation, but one thing I'm surprised on is how good the articulation is on this Select. And of course, as you can see, the look of them when you put them, you know, side by side and stuff, like this Gambit just trumps this one in, you know, pretty much every way. I mean, color, paint, you know, the jacket itself, even though there have been a couple jackets for this one, the paint on the boots is much nicer with the Select. The accessory is better, in my opinion. So aside from articulation, you know, and this being at a scale with the rest of your Legends, if you guys are Legends collectors, which most of you probably are, this one is very, very nice. So Marvel Select definitely stepping up their game like crazy. Definitely, you know, releasing some amazing figures. And what surprised me about this guy is his articulation. So let's get into his articulation right now. Just take these accessories out. So he has really good articulation for a Select. The articulation is definitely getting better. He can actually look up pretty good. So that if he's you know, in down, so that's as far down as he can look, right? And he can also look up pretty far, and this also can bend back a bit. So if he's throwing cards up at like a Sentinel, for example, you can get him in that pose to do that. Whereas, you know, some of the other Selects and stuff, you know, that's something that would be a worry to some guys who have some Toy Biz ML Sentinels, and you don't want to do that. And this joint here in the middle, the torso joint, the mid-torso joint, is very weird, just above the abs. It looks a little strange, as you can see, but it's got a lot of movement. It can go forward like that and up, and you know, it turns pretty good too. And you can crank it if you want to crank it over pretty far, you know. And the head also has got really good articulation, so you can get this guy in pretty much all the poses you're pretty much going to want to. He's got a swivel at the upper bicep. He's got a pretty good joint here, although it's, you know, it's not double, but still pretty good. And then the wrists can turn pretty good, and they don't really go up and down very much. But so that's really good. As far as his legs, he can get, you know, most poses that you probably want to get him in. The legs do, you know, the ball joint here does move pretty good and also turns. The single joint here for the knee is a pretty good joint. So it moves quite a bit, although it's not a double joint. And then, of course, at the ankle, it rotates there as well. The thing that gets me on this one, you know, and really made me want to do this review and talk about it, was just the detail on him. I mean, the face. Like I've seen, if you guys, a lot of you guys are eBayers, you'll know that a lot of times people will do custom Gambits. And they will go for ridiculous prices on eBay sometimes. I've seen custom Gambits that don't look as good as this one. For a Marvel Legends scale, go for like $200. I've seen maybe even more sometimes. And they're not even as nice as this one. You know, they don't come with cards like this. They don't come with a sick base like that. They don't come with a staff that's as good as this one in most cases. And of course, the jacket detail. I mean, look at that. Look at the paint, the sculpt. That's fantastic. The arms, the texture, that is great. I like the legs too, where it's got this, you know, sculpted on there. And in here as well, nice, really nice sculpting on the abs and paint and everything. It's just he's an awesome looking figure, man. There's nothing you can you know, you can't deny. He's great looking. In my opinion, he's better than the Marvel Legends one. I mean, the Marvel Legends one just looks goofy compared to this one. This one looks like a more, you know, serious face sculpt. You know, he doesn't look, you know, as scrawny and that kind of stuff. He just looks way more badass than the Toy Biz ML version. Not that this is a bad figure. This is a great figure. I don't have any qualms with it, other than the fact that he's kind of got this weird smirk on his face. It just makes him look goofy. You know, goofy Frenchman. Anyway, so a great figure. Overall, I'd have to give this Gambit. I'm really super impressed with this Gambit. You know, with everything he comes with, all the accessories, You know, the look of the figure, the way he turned out, the articulation improvement over the last one, he's an amazing figure. I have to give him a 9 out of 10. Just an awesome, awesome effort by Marvel Select, and you know, I really feel like Marvel Select is like the new Toy Biz. They've really stepped it up. You know, all their figures are just amazing now. Like, you know, and they're going to be doing like more Danger Room sets with a Colossus that's coming out with like some Danger Room props, like stuff that they would be training with, and all that. So, you know, and the possibility of even like a collect and connect, you know, Danger Room playset where you could build even more. Maybe they'll come out with, I'd like to see them include maybe even some more parts, maybe come out with a pack or something where you can buy a lot of Danger Room pieces and just, you know, connect them all together and make a big Danger Room display. I think that would be really, really super cool. For those guys out there that, you know, don't really like to customize and build backgrounds and stuff. I do it, but I don't like it. Anyway, I've droned on long enough. Marvel Select figure, amazing figure, beats the Marvel Legends in pretty much every way. So if you guys haven't picked him up yet, you might want to consider it. You might want to check it out. I'll see you. Let's try to say later. Peace out.